I'm what you call cyclothymic, which is like a mild form of bipolar. And normally I'm very upbeat, but I had a season of being really discouraged. And some days I couldn't even get on the plate. And then I went, okay, we got to get a grip on this. And it has really helped stabilize my moods. I would recommend it to people who are struggling with chronic depression because it really does get you moving. It gets your brain moving, it gets your body moving.
Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
I am so happy today to have Mary here with us. She has a wonderful story of her success with whole body vibration. Mary, can you tell us how you got started with vibration?
About 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, my bone density came back and I was in osteopenia. And I asked my doctor, who's an osteopath, and I do not do well with medication. So I said to her, oh my, what are we going to do about this? Is there any way I can reverse this without taking medication? And she said, you can research whole body vibration machines. They've been shown to be very helpful, but you have to be careful what kind you use. So I began my quest online, looking at all these different things. And fortunately, I came upon Becky, who had done a lot of research. And after extensive talks with her, I bought my machine and started using it, starting very slowly and then working up. Now, I actually don't have a bone density recently. I'm going to have one in May, but I feel better. My energy really helped me. It helped improve my energy. And then we had COVID. And so that was kind of a hard time for all of us, but jumping on my whole body plate every morning really helped with all that. So it's given me stamina. I'm going to turn 79 on Monday, tomorrow. Anyway, now if you see pictures of me 5 years ago and you see pictures of me now, you would think I'm younger now than I was then. My posture's improved. My neck doesn't go forward, which is deadly for your balance. So I've seen an improvement in my balance, my energy, and my overall sense of well-being. So and my doctor's been very happy, and she's recommended this plate for other patients who are suffering with bone density problems.
That's really interesting, Mary. So let me see, just to understand, it was bone density issues that first got you interested in whole body vibration. But since then, you've seen a lot of other benefits as well?
I'm what you call cyclothymic, which is like a mild form of bipolar. And normally I'm very upbeat, but I had a season of being really discouraged. And some days I couldn't even get on the plate. I mean, I would go for weeks without getting on the plate. And then I went, okay, we got to get a grip on this. And it has really helped stabilize my moods. I would recommend it to people who are struggling with chronic depression because it really does get you moving. It gets your brain moving, it gets your body moving. And then the other thing I noticed about 3 years ago was my feet started going numb. And the more I used the whole body plate, now my feet aren't numb. And if I go like a week without using it, they'll start to tingle again. And that's my clue. Get your body back on there. So also a thing, I had it in my front bedroom. And about a year and a half ago, I moved it to my living room right behind my couch because it's easy to shut the door, and having it doesn't do you any good unless you're on it every day. So having it in my living room has been a blessing. And then friends come and use it. I have friends that come use it, and then several of them have bought their own because they found such a benefit in having one.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're having like a vibration party out there.
Yeah, we are. And the dog loves it. The dog comes
That's right.
and he
You
loves
sent me pictures. I'm going to share those.
Yes, the
Yeah.
dogs love it, and it's good for
Right.
them. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now that Becky has podcasts every Saturday, I've learned so many new things from it. So it's not like you buy it and it's one thing, but the more you use it, and if you use her podcasts, the more you learn that it helps you with pain, with depression. You know, I think doctors don't want you to know about it because there's no pharmacy needed. It's just plug
Yeah.
go.
We need education about whole body vibration. And I want to mention, so our Zoom class, whole body vibration Zoom class, is on Saturdays, and people can join that class through my website, which is www.bcvibranthealth.com. And the podcast is going to be posted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We would love to have you join us and do a workout with us, because Mary is 100% right. You need to use your machine regularly to get the best benefits. You mentioned depression, and that's really interesting because vibration is known to raise serotonin levels. There's research supporting that. And I have tons of people reporting that their mood improves with vibration. And even actually, there was a huge research study in China during COVID with 17,000 people. And they were looking at different types of exercise and how they helped with mood issues. And they ended up dividing them into 3 different groups. Anyway, vibration was in the top group of effective exercise systems, the most effective exercise system for improving depression.
So I have to have myself in a routine, and that has to include the whole body vibration. And the other thing is, I do it 10 minutes in the morning, and then I'll do it 5 minutes at night as a meditation. And there's a wonderful channel on YouTube by a photographer and musician, Tim Janis, Janis, and he has beautiful nature close-ups from all over the world. And I'll put one of those on the TV and do my whole body vibration, and then I'm just melted, ready to go to sleep. So getting good sleep and waking up and staying, I'm alert, alive, awake, enthusiastic, get these cells on the whole body vibration, wake up, wake up. You have to kind of be your own cheerleader. And having this plate in the middle of your house is a reminder, I'm here.
Yeah.
For your well-being. Come on, get a grip. I know I'm not
Right.
paid for this, but I'm so excited. And I'm glad that my doctor, who's an osteopath, looks for other ways other than pharmaceutical solutions to things.
Could you tell us a little bit about what whole body vibration does for your physical body?
Now I do Pilates as well as the whole body vibration, and I swim. But I wasn't doing any of those before I had the whole body vibration plate. That gave me the strength and the stamina to start walking more, and then to gradually start the Pilates and then the pool. I do much
Wow.
better in the pool than I do on land.
So the vibration gave you energy, and it lowered pain levels, and it gave you strength.
Right. And I ended up losing weight. I didn't get it to lose weight. I got it to gain bone, which, I couldn't do all these things if I was crumbling apart. And the other thing that happened that I thought was hilarious, I was stopped in the grocery store the other day by a gal that I used to go to church with 25 years ago. And she goes, "Is that you, Mary?" I said, "Yes." "Well, you look great. You don't have a hump and your head isn't forward. You have beautiful posture." I said, "Whole body vibration and Pilates. It'll do it every time." Because if you have a hump and you're looking down at your feet, you throw your whole center of balance off and you're going to fall. And I have 3 brothers in wheelchairs. They're older than I am, but I don't want to end up there. So I got to jump on this plate. The price, you might think, holy cow, that's a lot of money. Well, it's a lot cheaper than a wheelchair or residential living where you need full-time care. So consider it an investment in your bones and your body and your sense of humor. That was a good thing. I really enjoyed getting my sense of humor back. I had gotten to be kind of a grump, and I'm living alone with a grump is not fun.
And you've come back from not being
Right.
active.
I was very sedentary.
That's just so, powerful.
Well, it is. My mother lived to be 104 minus 2 months, but she spent her last 5 years in bed with full-time care at her home. And I just look at that and I think, no, 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 no. I got to keep going.
Right, right. We want to stay active and healthy and then keel over at the last minute.
Right. I want to have my last meditation on the vibration plate and just ascend. But yeah, I enjoy it. And it changes. You do different kinds of exercises with it. Since I've been doing Pilates, I do a lot more weights. And I wear a 10-pound weighted vest on it a couple days a week when I'm on the whole body vibration machine.
Interesting. So you're doing like 20 minutes a day. Is that what you said?
Well, between 10 and 20, depending. Most often it's 15, 10 in the morning, 5 at night.
And so where did you have pains and what sort of pains went away?
Oh, this is huge. Okay, I had scoliosis. And notice I put it in the past tense. I had been a cowgirl for 30 years and had several horse wrecks where I broke my tailbone. And I managed on one horse wreck to get broken tailbone and a concussion. Now, figure that one out. I still have no idea how that happened, but it did. Anyway, so my pain for the 25 years was in my lower back, and my left leg was an inch shorter than my right leg. I know because I had to always shorten the leg. Well, between Dr. Russo's, who's an osteopath and does osteopathic adjustment, I started with her when I was 53, I think. And I've been with her ever since. Fortunately, she's young. Anyway, she told me last summer, if I was seeing you for the first time, I would never know you had scoliosis. And she said, at your age, that is remarkable.
So she had been treating you for years for scoliosis, and you had all sorts of pain and stiffness related to that, as well as pain in your tailbone.
Yes.
And now
none. My legs are the same length. So my pants.
No way.
Yeah, they're the same length. That's what she said. She said, I never would have known. But I need to say, I also get a weekly massage. I saw a change for a day or two after the massage. The massage would loosen it, but the legs were never the same length. But the massage plate, and that's what Dr. Russo said.
I mean, the vibration machine?
Yes, the vibration machine. She started seeing a more of a fluidity in my body. She said it's always been like moving cement that's partially set up when she would work on my back. But I'd say within 6 weeks of having the whole body machine, her adjustments would stay. And that's what she said. She goes, you're so much more fluid. You're so much more fluid. Now, this didn't happen overnight. This took several years because figure my body had that scoliosis for its whole life. And so that is really nice not to have that chronic back pain. My back pain was so bad that I would roll out of bed, crawl into the bathroom, hoist myself up on the sink, turn the shower on hot, and hobble into the shower. I would have to be under the shower to be able to straighten up.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
It is.
And it sounds like you're saying you saw a very dramatic change when you added the vibration. Are we talking sort of a more relaxed muscle?
Yeah, my muscles were not like hardening cement. And I've been as much as a month without a massage and without my doctor. And that pain I was starting to get grumpy and a little cranky. And I find I yearn for it. Vibration, it's like even more than sugar. I was a big sugar addict, but I will if I go without, like if I go on vacation, that's why I won't go away for more than 4 days because I don't want to be away from my dog or my body.
That's really funny, Mary. But you know what? You're not the only person to tell me they're addicted to their vibration machine. Well, I want to thank you, Mary, for sharing your story. It's been wonderful.
We're lucky to have someone who's been as doggedly dedicated as yourself to go and be a pioneer in this. It is wonderful. So treat yourself to a whole body vibration machine and see how you feel in a year, and you'll be amazed.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. Well, folks, we're going to do our whole body vibration workout next. So join us, even if you don't have a machine, because all exercise is fabulous. For those of you who haven't done vibration before, it's very important to start slow and build up with vibration. Set it for the amount of time and the settings you know you can handle, and then just keep going with us with your machine off. Okay, so here we go. We are going to be doing 30-second intervals of working out and 10 seconds of rest in between. This is a beginner's pose. Your knees are bent a little bit and you're pulling up on straps if you have them. You're sticking your butt out a little bit in the back like you were going to sit down, or you could be holding on to a handle or just balancing. Any of that is fine. And here we go. I'm going to pull on the straps. So the intervals are actually a little bit longer than 30 seconds, just to give you a little bit extra time to get in position. So don't worry if you're late and you're a little behind me. It's fine. No problem. You're still getting plenty of exercise. Okay, good job. All right. So now next one is going to be a lunge. So you're going to bend your knee on the plate, one foot on the plate, bend your knee, and we're pulling up. Now, if you're too tired and not feeling well, even if you just stand on your plate, you're going to get tons and tons of benefits. You don't have to be pulling up on this hand. You could have your hands out like this. You could be less of a squat. Adjust it to be right for you. And if all you're doing is standing on your plate, good job. Okay, you're still going to get lots of benefits and you can work your way up. I know when I've been really ill, sometimes that's all I do is just stand on my plate or even sit on it. All right, here we go. Good job. All right. I'm going to tell you one other thing shortly, but let's get in our next position. We're going to do jumping jacks. So you can do easy version like this, and hopefully you have more room than I do. It's a little cramped here, but don't run into your machine while you're doing this. And if you can do a full-on jumping jack, that's fabulous. It is fantastic to work hard because when your muscles are working hard, they are producing even more of the hormones and different molecules that go around in your body, waking everything up and producing more serotonin, making you happier. It's really true. A hard workout is actually great for your mental health and depression. Okay, but if you can't do it, just start easy. All right, we're going to stand on the plate next, like this, and pull up on some straps. If you don't have straps, you could do it without straps. Just hold your arms up, but ideally you have some weights. These are water bottles. Everybody's got water bottles, right? Okay, so lift your arms up like that, or you can be pulling on straps. But we're exercising the arms right now. Whew. Make it work it. Pull hard. You can do it. Okay. Nice job. Whew. All right. So I was hearing about how working hard, your muscles, it's very big these days, how important it is to work your muscles really hard and how much that helps your body and to end up with strong muscles. We're going to do a leg lunge on the other leg. So have your leg on the plate, your foot on the plate, bend your knee and pull up on a strap if you have one. You could just be holding on to something or balancing with your arms out straight in front of you. But if you can pull up on a strap, good job. Here we go. All right. Nice job. Nice job. You just know that you are doing awesome things for yourself. And by the way, if you've turned your machine off, that's okay, but keep working out with us. Okay. You still should be working out. And eventually you can build up the amount of time your machine is on. All right. Next one is going to be an abdominal exercise, core exercises, right? So take your weights or weight and pull down. This is the easy version where you're standing. And some people cannot stand up and then go down low to do the down low positions that are where you're sitting on your plate or something. So that's fine. Just stay up there if you need to. If you can come down here and do the V for victory, that's fantastic. Your butt's on the plate, and your body's in a V shape, right? Legs straight, arms, you can cross your arms, put them up straight like that, either way, and hold that. Can you feel your core muscles? Oh, working hard. All right, nice job. We're gonna do push-ups next. If you're standing, take your weights and push up, okay? Just like that. All right, here we go. And if you are down low, you don't have to get up. You could have stayed down. From now on, you can pretty much stay down here if you're down here, except for the cardio versions. We're gonna do cardio exercises too, as you notice. So we're doing push-ups now. Woo! And if you need to be on your knees, that's fine. But we're alternating resistance training exercises and cardio exercises because that gives you the best all-around workout. It's a high-intensity interval training is what you're doing. HIIT workouts. All right. Nice job. Okay. I think we're ready for another cardio. We're going to do running in place next. So, I'm sorry, mountain climbing. Oh dear. Did I miss one? I missed one. I missed the mountain climbing. We're going to do mountain climbing. Okay. So you're lifting your legs up like this. Here we go. All right. You're lifting your legs up high if you can. If you can't be running, it's fine. Just lift legs like this high. But if you can run, then go for it. I think we did maybe 4 workout resistance trainings in a row. All right, keep going. We're gonna do a couple of, another cardio. Just be a little out of order, that's okay. All right, so we're gonna do a diagonal crunch now. Take your water bottle and pull off to one side, lean over to one side and then pull to the opposite leg, right? And stick with that leg. There we go, like that. Okay, and if you're down here, you would want to be doing the V for victory on your side, sort of, with one leg outstretched, one knee bent, and your elbow trying to reach that knee, okay? Like this. Oh, you can do it. Good job. All right. Nice job. Whew. All right. Good. All right. Okay, and now we're going to do our next cardio, another cardio. And this one is running in place, lifting your heels up behind you like this, okay? So running in place, but kicking your heels out behind you. Nice, good job. All right, and if you can't be running, it's fine. You can be walking and doing it like that, okay? Let's see what I'm doing. All right, keep it going. So all of the exercises from here on have a standing version and a version where you're down low, except for the cardio. Cardio is all up. If you can't get up and down, well, yeah, actually, then you'd be standing and you wouldn't have a problem with it. Okay. All right. We're going to do triceps dips. So that means the back, we're getting the back of our arms. If you're standing, put your hands above your head with your weights and just drop your hands below your head like that, behind you. And if you're down here and can try something harder, then I want you to have your hands on the plate and your body off of the plate, and you're using your arms kind of like a push-up, a backwards push-up, like this. If you want even harder, put your feet further out, and it gets a lot harder. So, woo, that's hard. Okay, you can do it. Good job. Good job, everybody. Okay, we are gonna do one more cardio. This one is kicking out to the side like that. Okay, all right. So if you can do it with a hop, that's great. If not, it's fine. You can do kicking out like that. If you want to just go like this, that's fine. Do what you can, all right? If you can kick out with your arms along with your foot, that's great. All right. Nice job. Good job. Almost done. All right. Good job. Woo. All right. Okay, we got another diagonal crunch. This is going to be the opposite side from what we did last time, right? So hands up here on this side now and pulling down to the opposite leg. Okay, pull it down hard and lift your leg up. Or if you're down here, diagonal crunch down here, you're on your opposite side. Your top leg is straight. Your bottom knee is bent. And you're trying to touch your elbow to your bent knee. Oh, can you do it? Push, push. Well, just trying is fine. Even if you can't touch, it doesn't matter. It's just trying to get the muscles engaged, trying to push yourself a little bit, okay? So good job. Nice. Woo! All right. You getting out of breath too? All right. We're going to do a pelvic bridge. And if you're standing, that means bend your knees, do a little bit of a squat, hold your weights, and push your hips forward. Can you see what I'm doing? They go from back to forward. That will engage your core area and your pelvic area. Okay, so keep doing that. And the position down here for a pelvic bridge is have your feet on the plate and lift your hips up so you're a straight line from your knees to your shoulder. And you can go up and down. Oh, getting a little cramp there. Okay, good job. One more cardio, and that's our last cardio. You're gonna be so fit and strong. Here we go. You're tired now, but you'll be stronger the next day. Okay, so we're gonna lift something, pick something up from the ground and throw it, okay? And if you can do a hop with it, that's great, like this, okay? Like jump, like you're gonna throw a basketball. You're picking up the basketball and then you're sinking that basketball. Okay, what a thrill. Another basket, another win for my team. Here we go. All right, good job. Do what you can. Here we go, just a little more. You can do it. Hang on. Whew. All right, nice job. Okay, we got a plank exercise. If you're standing, I'm gonna do something that gives you core. Put your weights out to one side and then the other. Here, if I'm facing you, take one side, then the other, and my knees are bent. I'm doing a little bit of a squat. Okay, you're engaging all this core area to do that. And if you're down here, a plank is elbows on the plate and your body straight from shoulders to feet. All right, good job. Whew. Okay, you can do it. Just hold that now, nice and strong. Tighten your glute muscles and your leg muscles to keep everything nice and tight and your core. Good job. All right, fantastic. All right, one more pelvic bridge. And if you remember, pelvic bridge, if you're standing, bend knees, push your hips forward and hold your weights out. All right, like that. Good job. And if you're down here, pelvic bridge is like this. Okay, feet on the plate. Lift your hips. All right, nice. And you can lift up and down. You could do one leg pelvic bridges. Do one leg for about half of this, so 10, 15 seconds, and then switch to the other leg. All right, nice. Whew, you can do it. All right, and this is our last one. So after this, you get a massage. in whatever your favorite position. For me, that's just lying down, putting my calves on here and relaxing. All right, hands behind your head. If you're doing this one, makes it feel even better. And give yourself a big check. You did a fantastic thing for yourself. You're on your way. You're gonna get more energy and feel healthier and stronger and a better mood, lower inflammation. Oh, fantastic. Whew. Just by coming and doing some vibration on your machine, right? And worst case, you're feeling really ill, you just sit on it. You're still going to get some benefits. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here, and come back 3 times a week for vibration. Good vibes with Becky Chambers, and get your vibration workout in.